Namaste. Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. So, we're reading on what's going on with the White House. How are things going with people just jumping ship like it's everybody is making apparently a mass exodus. So, what we have here is, of course, the old woman, which would represent Trump, the older person there, the sweetheart, which I would say, would have to represent those people that are there that just have believed in Trump, believed in his message. They're sweet on his administration and all of that that's going on. But what is overwhelming with it is this sorrow, just this, defeatism that's coming in. you know, they're starting to have to get honest with the situation. Honesty, and it's that deep dark, all these things, the obsidian, that dark, all this stuff is coming to light. And it's like a wound that's bleeding and it's not closing. It's just hemorrhaging at this point. Okay, and then again, that just overwhelming sorrow. Like, what are we going to do? There's like no way out. Next card up was ancestors. Okay, so it's those people that have been there for a long time. That have, you know, and there aren't too many more people that have been there a long time. But they are now looking at the emperor, which would again represent the government, would represent Trump. Here we have the eagle going, the government, and his, what's going on with him, with that wealth, the things he's trying to nurture and grow, the seeds he's trying to plant, how things are, what's going on behind the scenes with Mueller, with all these other things. So all of this stuff is starting to come to light at the moment. They are in, again, a transformation. Things are being cooked. It's really being cooked there. Things are being cooked. And again, the hawk is flying. I mean, he is, that hawk is there. And again, everything is just cooking. It's bubbling, it's boiling, it's cooking, and it can't be denied anymore. It can't be denied what's taking place. So go ahead and continue on with this and see what's taking place. Yeah, but the White House is being cooked. The administration is being cooked. Okay. And, we've got the hawk, the truth seeker. Would we like to guess who that is? We have Mueller and the FBI, and they are up there like the hawks soaring. I mean, this stuff, all these connections are being made, and they know they are getting to the nitty gritty of this. They are getting to the nitty gritty of this, and the White House is like, it's cooking, it's feeling the heat. Okay, reality is setting in. That absolute sorrow is setting in. Even those that were sweethearts behind the thing, they are feeling the heat. And those which have been in administrations for long term, again, it's just like, this is too much. This is really overkill. So let's continue forward, see what we have coming out next. Yeah. Youthful folly. Okay. It is someone that's impulsive, immature. He bluffs, ignorance, reckless behavior. Okay. That has to do with Trump, with Jared, with Ivanka, people that don't know what they're doing, and they're out on this tightrope trying to bluff their way through, but the bluff is ended. I mean, things are coming to the point of being seen for what they are. Okay? They are on a tightrope. Absolutely on a tightrope. Okay. Okay. And he's still going to try to rebel. Trump is still trying to rebel. Okay, he's going, I am the government. He thinks he is the government. Okay, not that he's a part of the government, but he is the government, and it's going to be according to what I see, what I want, my projection of everything. It's supposed to be according to me. I am the big. It doesn't matter what anybody else wants. He said this before. It doesn't matter about anybody else. It comes down to me. Everyone else can go away. He thinks he can run the government by himself. Him and his family. But now Kelly's pulled that rug out from under there. Okay. So let's go forward and see what else this reading has to tell us about that situation. What's going on with the White House? What's going on with everybody just jumping ship now? Okay. Nurture. Okay. They've watched this thing grow. They watched it from the start, and it's now coming to the point, nurture, of this flowering. Okay, doesn't mean it's flowering in a good way, but it's come time now, again, for that flowering. That information is going to come out. Everything has taken the time of growth. They put it together. And they're now getting ready almost for the harvest. You could say nurture to come back for the harvest. It's about time to harvest what's out there. Okay. Let's continue to go forward. Okay, next card out is, yeah. Okay. Things are again in transformation. Okay. So that which has been out there is now going to start coming to light. The things that were almost ghost-like, behind the scenes, not being seen, not being known, are going to start coming forward. It's like the phoenix coming from the ashes in the fire, coming to life. Okay, we've got the sword, and this is like, when you have the Buddhist thing with the sword, Manjusri is cutting through the illusion. That illusion's going to be cut through. Everything that Trump has tried to put in place, oh, it's all fake news, it's all a lie, none of it's true. Well, the reality is going to come full circle to light. The snakes are going to be seen for what they are. They're holding this snake here, and the transformation is taking place. Okay? The things that they've tried to hide are going to come to light. That which they've tried to kill is coming back to life. Okay, that phoenix is rising. Okay. We're going to continue on. with this. Next one out is the Hierophant. So with the Hierophant, usually it's when the religious is giving the wisdom for the people. You're sharing your knowledge to move people forward. But in this case, I would say again, this has to do with the coming forward of those like Mueller, those that are there to give the truth to the people, to shed the light, to release people from this bondage. Okay? Yeah, because it's time to, you know, just like you have the dark forces that put one in bondage, and the light is there to aid to release one from it, from this pall that's over the U.S. with this drama. They are ready to bring the light and truth to that. Okay. Okay. Okay, people are now looking at what they have got, what they don't have, evaluating it. Is it time to leave? I see what I've got in hand here. But they see that writing on the wall, you know, and they're you know, dressed to go. They are dressed to go and thinking they're going to basically feel like kind of cutting my losses, keeping some integrity. The ship is going down, and I'm not, they don't want to go down with it. Again, there are those that wanted to see, you know, there are those like Trump, and those that were the sweethearts of Trump that wanted to see it succeed. But again, there's this overwhelming, finally starting to come in the reality that they're not going to be able to turn it around. Okay, just not going to be able to turn it around, and that they are, you know, really entering a hard place. He said, you know, Trump is doing all he can to try to make Sessions leave. Okay. Trying to make him leave. But he's not going to leave. He's still thinking he can spin his thing. Trump is in a fantasy land. You know, every once in a while he starts to get, you know, these things flash forward for him. And he sees some of the secondary thing and he lashes out. But then he goes back into his delusion again in his fairy ring. He's in his little fairy ring still. Absolutely delusional as to what's taking place. And thinking he can reprogram this. He's delusional in his fairyland, fairy tale. I can just keep spinning my fairy tale. Look at there, the fairy one. I can keep spinning my fairy lights and reprogram people, and it'll all be okay. Okay? I can tell him, drink the Kool-Aid, go through the door. I can be a muse. I can tell my fairy tale and be a muse and reprogram them. Okay? That's what he thinks. But those that are around him, okay, those, they're looking at what's going on, what they have, what they're holding, and seeing that, you know, here comes Mueller, okay, to bring this release, and things are in the midst of transformation. It's really happening. These things have been nurtured. They're coming to fruition now. And no matter how much Trump wants to rebel and put out his spin and his drama and his illusion, he doesn't have any kind of experience to back it up. He's got Ivanka, he's got Jared, and they're on a high wire now. They've been, these things have been taken away from them because Mueller, the truth seeker, and the FBI is now cooking their pot. Okay? They are coming after them. Okay? And Trump's idea that he's the big emperor, that he's, I really thinking he's an emperor, not a president, but he really has this delusional idea that he could turn the government around and become a dictator. Okay? He could tear the government apart. So I had and an anarchist in there, tear everything down. And when everything's torn down, that he can become a dictator. Okay? But those that have been there long term in the government know the lay of the land. Okay? And they see that this, things are coming forward. The honesty is coming forward from the searching these things of Mueller's, and that Trump's fairy ring delusion idea that he's got, that he can be like the Pied Piper and everybody's just going to follow along and he's going to reprogram them into this becoming a dictatorship. Okay? And he can be like his good buddy Putin. Not going to happen. Okay? Not going to happen. So again, those that have been there long term are in absolute sorrow, dejected. See that it's going down. No more illusions about it, and they are on their way out. So it's not looking good for the White House. This is going to be a trend that continues until, I don't know, what are they going to have? Nobody left but Trump, Ivanka, and Jared by the time they finish. I mean, really, it's a mass exodus taking place. And so hopefully this comes to an end soon. And, now that Hope Hicks has left, she can no longer, if they call her back, she cannot claim privilege because she's no longer a member of the cabinet. So she no longer has that umbrella to be under. Okay. She knows everything. She was with Trump before he even began the campaign. So she has got the dirt on everything. She's been there right outside the door. Okay. She's a very big key point in this. Okay. So let's go forward. Namaste. Have a great day, everyone. And hopefully, again, these come out. But I think that Trump, Jared, that they're all going down. Don Jr., more than likely Don Jr. is going to face charges as well. But I think they will all wind up behind bars for some time when all of this is said and done and comes forward, with money laundering, ties to Russia, being blackmailed by Russia. I think they're really in bed with Russia way more than people here know about, but it's all going to come out. And again, people that have been there a long time know, and they are out the door. So namaste, have a great day. Bye, everyone.